Welcome back. Classes in session, BCAAs and pre-workout. What's a pre-workout? It basically refers to a supplement that enhances energy performance, focus, those kind of supplements. What's in them? Caffeine, beta-alanine, creatine, there's a whole list. Citrulline malate, BCAAs, nitric oxide boosters, and taurine. So what are BCAAs? BCAAs are branched-chain amino acids, and they consist of basically three: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. The term essential means your body cannot produce them on its own, so you're going to have to supplement with them. They do play an important role on muscle protein synthesis, energy production, and reducing muscle fatigue. Okay, so we're separating the two, pre-workout and BCAA, just to explain so you have a little bit of knowledge on that. So BCAA benefits are they support muscle growth, reduces muscle soreness. So you'll see it in supplements like glutamine. That's a recovery supplement. Maybe we'll talk about that later. It helps prevent muscle breakdown, and it improves exercise performance. Benefits of pre-workout: increased energy per the caffeine, obviously. Gives you stimulus, surge of energy, mental clarity. Enhanced performance, improves strength, endurance, and sometimes if you hear people talk about that pump, that muscle pump, increases the blood flow to the muscle. Improve focus and motivation. Don't we all need that? So what do you need in your day-to-day workout, or what are your kids taking, and should your kids take it? So you can take BCAA separately. It is a separate product, or a lot of times pre-workouts will already have it included. If you are taking a pre-workout, I would always recommend looking for a pre-workout with the BCAA already there, so you're not buying two separate supplements and trying to remember when to take what. Okay, so remember, the pre-workout is to boost your energy and performance. The BCAA is muscle recovery, reduces soreness, things for post-workout. So the general RDA guidelines for caffeine for adults: 400 milligrams per day. That's about 4 cups of coffee. And when I say cup of coffee, a cup of coffee is still 8 ounces. It's not this. This is not a cup of coffee. This is, that's a whole pot. 8 ounces, people. Try that tomorrow. Have only 8 ounces of coffee. See how you do on that. Pregnant and breastfeeding women, up to 200 milligrams a day. That's about 1 to 2 cups of coffee. I'm surprised that that's on there. I remember when I was pregnant, it was like limit it all. But, you know, times have changed. Adolescents, that's 12 to 18. No more than 100 milligrams per day. No more than 100 milligrams a day for your teenager. Okay? Children under 12 really shouldn't have it at all. Got it? So caffeine in the beverages. Coffee. Coffee for 8 ounces. 8 ounces is 95 milligrams. So you need to multiply that if you're having 16 ounces, 24 ounces, 32 ounces. Multiply. You got to do some math. It's easy math, promise you. Black tea, again, 8 ounces is the serving. 47 milligrams. An energy drink. This is just a general, and again, it's 8 ounces. I've never really, I guess a Red Bull's about 8 ounces, but those other drinks, they're big. They're not 8 ounces, they're more. They have 70 to 200 milligrams of caffeine in them. Dark chocolate, yes, dark chocolate has caffeine in it. 1 ounce of dark chocolate is 20 milligrams of caffeine. And like a 12-ounce soda ranges, the lower end of 34 can go all the way up 100 or more. So pay attention to the caffeine that your kids are drinking and even how much you're drinking. Pre-workouts without stimulants in them. So yes, there are pre-workouts available, supplements that are available that do not have the caffeine in them, right? So this is When somebody asks me, my kid wants to take a pre-workout, I don't know what they are, what should I recommend? You know, I'm not really liking the idea of him taking that much caffeine, or her, sorry, I have boys. But anyway, so there are supplements that do not have the caffeine in them. They do have vasodilators, which means they give more of a pump. There are some other neurotropics in there that help with mental clarity and focus and things like that. So if you're looking to gear away from caffeine, then I would look for the pre-workout that is stimulant free. Caffeine tolerances. So as an adult, you know, even myself, I do love my coffee in the morning, and I think I know it is. I'm not even saying I think. I know it is. It's a habit for me. I just wake up, I drink my 32 ounces of water, and then I have my, not 8 ounces, I have 12 ounces of coffee. Okay, so a cup and a half in the morning. I do not feel energized from that. It's just habit. I enjoy the warmth, those kind of things. That is caffeine tolerance. So basically you get tolerant, your body gets tolerant to the caffeine. And as adults, we should understand that. But remember, your teenagers don't know what that is. So instead, they just continue to have more caffeine, more caffeine, more caffeine. Caffeine is addictive. It's a drug. Makes sense, right? So signs of caffeine tolerance: reduced energy boost from caffeine. So you drink caffeine, you don't feel anything from it. You're not getting the mental alertness anymore from it. And you're not feeling happier. There's no mood enhancement from it anymore. So keep those things in mind. Caffeine consumption in the pre-workout. So this is something that you need to be aware of, especially if you have minors that's under 18 taking pre-workouts. You know, if your kids are drinking sodas and coffee, they're already getting caffeine. But what are they drinking then throughout the day that you're not aware of? Are they stopping at the quick shop and getting a Red Bull? Or are they getting a Monster drink? You know, all those highly caffeinated things. So over the years of minors ingesting more caffeine, it does affect the heart. It is not a good thing in overconsumption. So please be mindful and aware of how much caffeine your kids are intaking. What types are the best types? Again, there are hundreds and thousands of different brands out there. You really need to do your research. You can do a Consumer Reports research, and then come do a cross-reference and see what is the best bang for your buck. And again, read the label. How many ingredients are in there? Are there any fillers in there? Is it loaded with junk? Or is it just really what it's supposed to be? Is it really just the BCAA and the pre-workout? Read the label. So final takeaways from this is pre-workout and BCAAs, try to get them together if you're taking them for yourself. For your kids, that is that's something you guys have to decide. I can't tell you what to do there. I prefer the stimulant-free. For my kids, I prefer the stimulant-free. Once they become 18-year-olds, they're kind of like, woo, freedom. So you just try to educate them as best you can, and hopefully they use that knowledge as they go forward. Do your homework and check out the brands that are more quality and less fillers and less ingredients, and then also cross-reference your prices. Again, I can't stress enough to know the health of your child, know the health of yourself, and ask your doctor too. A lot of these pre-workouts can be deceiving. You have to know the ingredients, and you need to read. We all have phones. Google search that stuff. Research it. If it gives you like a bad feeling in your gut, then maybe don't do it. Would be my advice to that. But again, I am not a doctor. I'm only offering advice on what these supplements are. It is totally up to you what you think is best for your body. And again, check with your doctor. Other than that, this is your pre-workout BCA mini education. Do the work.